Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Back to Nwangu again on first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Handoff right side to Nwangu, and he'll take this down to the 33. The Vikings had 8-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Another run now for Nwangu.
That's a strong run, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back to throw now on first down.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team.
They've got his man complete. A big play there for the Giants. 59 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll audible to something else. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Hey, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Goodwin, 40 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover, When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Hawk 70, 19 Lions. Steady.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and inches. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
3. Cut 19. Cut 19. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second and 9 now. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 50, trap 50. Panther 11, Panther 11. Lion.
Back to throw here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
18, pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
19 type, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Cut 19, cut that Warrior, 70. Dragon 60.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Right there, right. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now back to throw. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. So left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Joseph on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a car. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he will return this one to the